When a situation goes from bad to worse, negotiators are there. Their job to talk directly with those in the action of committing some of the nation's most serious crimes. Whether there's a man with a gun threatening the public or a hostage situation, it's up to the abilities of a negotiator to reach out to a criminal on the edge. 9 and 10's Cody Boyer met up with some of the state's negotiator team to get an inside look at what it means and takes to be on the front lines as a crime scene negotiator in this special report.
When we go to a call, what we're looking to get out of a call is, for the person to come out on their own free will with nobody getting harmed.
Negotiators like Sergeant Scott Schlehuber say what they do is very real and attention to detail is key.
A lot of times what you and I would think of as being insignificant is everything to them. And a lot of them just have exhausted all of their ways of coping with their issue.
Scott is the team leader for the emergency support team for the Michigan State Police. He leads the team's negotiator unit.
Our team is somewhat unique in that a lot of teams are separate teams. They're a negotiation team and a tactical team, where ours is it's one team. We train together.
When police are called to particularly extreme incidents, negotiators like Scott are extremely important.
3 types of calls that negotiators will be called out on are suicidal subjects, barricaded gunmen, and then hostage situations.
It's a job that a select few state troopers choose to pursue. It requires specialized training and a completely different mindset.
But what we try to do is gain trust, gain their trust, and at least let them know that we're trying to understand.
Negotiators are the voices of both the suspect and the police. Every situation is unique and hard to predict.
What's a crazy thing that's happened for you?
Oh, where do you start?
One instance he remembers happened just over a year ago.
Our team just did have a true hostage situation where a neighbor had taken hostage a couple of the females and then some children.
Late night on November 21st, 2013, police say Duncan Willis held 6 people hostage in Rogers Heights, just south of Big Rapids. All of this after killing one of the hostage's mother. After nearly 10 hours of standoff with police, ES team negotiators talked Willis into surrendering by using a throw phone.
A rescue phone, a throw phone we call it. So we'll try to establish some form of communication, which was done in this particular situation.
In this case, negotiators managed to end the violent situation.
Your goal is to bring them out peacefully and is to give them hope.
Detective Sergeant Greg Paulson says the job is not for the faint of heart.
Being made aware of a situation where there would be a barricaded gunman with a hostage and getting a phone call in a room and being told that the barricaded subject wants to talk to someone. Are you the person who wants to walk up and say, I'll talk to him? Are you the person that puts your hands up and says, and walks away and says, I really don't want to be part of that?
Negotiators like Paulson work to give a suspect more options.
A couple of years ago, I had a situation, a gentleman who had become addicted to drugs as an alcoholic, and it was kind of on that slippery slope, and sliding down in his life had just become chaos. He had a wife and several children, and it had come to the point where he had lost his job. He had separated from his wife and kids.
Greg, along with his team, went to work. They were able to make contact with him, get him help, and it was just what the man needed.
About a year ago, I received a call from the wife who told me that the husband was back at work, the family was back together. He was clean of drugs and alcohol and had been since that situation. And so we were able to pole vault him past that situation.
For situations like this one and all others, 3 different kinds of negotiators work in close quarters. One negotiator looks up the suspect's past records for any criminal history. Another keeps notes and helps steer the conversation. The last talks directly to the person in or causing trouble.
From the outside, it looks just like another state police vehicle of some sort, but on the inside, there's a lot more going on just to make sure that the crime scene stays exactly the way they want it to stay.
A negotiator is a calm voice and someone that is genuinely concerned about that person and generally concerned about a peaceful resolution.
Trooper Melissa Burnham just began her road to become a negotiator about 2 years ago. From inside the MSP negotiator truck, she says it's the dialogue between a negotiator and a suspect that can make all the difference.
They do give the person that needs the help, it gives them their voice, right? And it gives them someone to go through to to help understand what's going on and the reason why they feel that they're in the situation that they're in.
And they're not alone. Negotiators say they couldn't do what they do without the rest of their team.
People throw around the word family, and they do it loosely, but it really is a family that I belong to.
Cody Boyer, 9 and 10 News at 11.